Guys, today we are watching Blank Boy. He's going to talk about um, Jurassic Park, and I'm going to give you my reactions to his um, things he's going to say. I'm going to pause a lot, so just be aware of that. But you know how I know it is. Remember to subscribe and like, and let's get to it, shall we?
And any normal parent should have been seeing this demon spawning from the egg. Why the hell is my baby purple? Put that thing back.
For
Just
real.
look at
Put
its
it
evil
back.
eyes. Lil bro looked like an Elden Ring boss.
Oh yeah,
So that's
for
the
real.
Indominus Rex, and they made it to put as the new attraction display in Jurassic World. Not gonna lie, if it was real, I would low-key go. But we
For
know
real.
how amusement parks be. For a small fee of your arm, you could cop some tickets, and if you throw in two of your grandchildren, maybe you could afford some funnel cake. But
Yeah.
before they can get the Indominus Rex to the public, they need the help of the dinosaur whisperer Owen, who's been training raptors. So Claire, who's like the head of this project, goes to see Owen to ask him to come check out the Indominus Rex to make sure it doesn't have any Forrest Gump tendencies.
Yeah.
Basically, she's asking him to come and proofread her work, make sure all the commas in the right places and all that. So they head over, and for some reason, the Indominus Rex isn't showing herself anywhere in there. So Claire starts checking the iPad, and it's showing that somehow the dinosaur isn't anywhere to be found.
Oh,
and this is when Owen hits them with that cheesy movie line.
Oh, guys,
You're gonna
want to see those.
And it's giant scratch marks on the wall. I'm crying. The Indominus Rex done peeped them through the glass and said, "Who are these niggas?"
For real.
And decided to dip out. So Claire starts panicking to the park's headquarters, while Owen and the security guard, who's doing a great job making sure all the fridges are protected, head in there. Okay. And so at the HQ, they check the tracking device inside of her, and it shows that the Indominus Rex is still in its exhibit.
Oh yeah.
So she starts yelling to them
I hate
to
her.
get the hell up out of there.
Because she said so whatever dinosaurs was in there.
Like
That
she escaped
dinosaur.
and lured them into a trap. The 40-year-old IG thoughts who hunt young NBA players taking notes as we speak. But it was too late, because she stops these two right in their tracks, and they try to turn around and run through a different gate, but she done snagged that man up off the ground and started beasting her. Meanwhile, the Hall of Fame plate cleaner decides to open the gate to the entire exhibit, causing a security breach. I don't know, man. I got to question upper management on this one. How did this security guard get the job to guard the most dangerous dinosaur
Yeah, exactly.
Here? What's next? Is the lifeguard at the pool black? Ultimately,
come on, man.
Opening the gate saved Owen's life because he's able to make it through just in the nick of time on some Maze Runner type timing. But there was still an Eddie Murphy gap worth of space left, which means a lot could fit through as half of her body was free. And Owen slides under the car to try and hide, but all he can do is continue to become more and more unrelatable to Daredevil as he watches. The Indominus Rex slowly starts walking towards the Donut Defender while he's trying his best to camp, but it won't work because this dinosaur has a strong sense of smell, and she can smell those french fries in your pocket. That boy knew his raps had to kiss the Jesus piece on the way out as she smacks the whole van away like it's absolutely nothing. Owen turns back around and looks up to see bro get snagged up in one bite. Owen, not wanting to be on the menu next, has to think fast, realizing he can pour gasoline on himself. Got him looking like he catching the R. Kelly special in order to mask his scent so she can't find him. So after she finishes off the other guy, which took a while, there was a lot of meat to devour, she comes over by Owen and puts her nose right to the car, trying to sniff him out using her smelling powers. Keep in mind, for context, the Indominus Rex is mixed with a bunch of different creatures, which Claire is keeping a secret, even though Owen asks her because she knows this is some wild ass shit.
Yeah.
Like, the reason she couldn't be detected earlier is because she has camouflage abilities from the cuttlefish DNA inside of her. So I wouldn't be surprised if she busts out fucking laser beams in a second here. But she sniffs around and is eventually just like, anywho, he's not worth all this effort, and jumps out of there to go cause havoc in the rest of the park.
If this was
so
real,
Owen is tight at this point, and
let me pause real quick. Guys, if this was real, will y'all really go if it's like a real dinosaur park and actual live dinosaurs? I don't know. I'll probably go if none of them are meat eaters, because I'm afraid one of them will just get out and attack me. And I know I'm not faster than a dinosaur, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Reveal
Let's
all
get
what
back
the
to it.
Indominus Rex is mixed with, and she starts snitching. A Carnotaurus,
Oh.
a Giganotosaurus, a Majingasaurus, a Rugops, a Therizinosaurus, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, as well as cuttlefish, tree dart frog, pit viper, and a starfish. Oh, we wanted it to have a sense of humor, so they send in the security team to
Man. See, me personally, if I know all that, I'm like, okay, you gonna go and get your dinosaur, because what are you doing?
and stop the Indominus Rex. Send those boys in there with heart monitors to track if they're still alive. And that right there would have been enough for me at the job interview to be like, you know what? I'm gonna just go try plumbing or some shit. Owen tries telling them to call off the mission. He couldn't believe that they sent those men in there with non-lethals.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
right
bro,
here
that's
the Black Lives
crazy.
Matter, and it's because he found this on the ground. Owen explains that she ripped out her tracker because she was able to remember when they put it in.
Bro, that's crazy.
What the fuck? I can't even remember what I had for breakfast when my mom...
Well, I'm eating breakfast right now. I'm eating pancakes, so if you hear me smacking a little bit, my bad. I'm eating some food.
asked, I was like...
The motherfucking... down.
But while bro's examining some meat that niggas in Cambodia are probably drooling after, they look up. He looks up at the bloody leaves and stands up. And right here, I already knew it was GG's for Lil
My
Bro.
boy gonna
They should have
eat.
listened to Owen, because the cameraman pans, and all we see is leaves. And out of nowhere, the leaves just become the Indominus
no,
Rex.
that's scary as
Owen
hell.
tries to run away, but you ain't the main character. The director
Nah,
was never
man.
gonna let that happen. Because he gets grabbed, kicking and screaming while his teammates watch him get thrown into the water. And you might think she's gonna eat him, right?
Nah.
Just
Stomp on him.
Instead.
Oh, that's
Niggas in the
crazy
group watching
word.
the whole thing unfold, not giving them any callouts or nothing. On top of sending them in there with these little baby ass tasers.
Oh God.
And it's because they need to...
Nah, see, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna be so pissed if y'all sent me in there with a little taser. Oh nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. My life is more important than that dinosaur for sure.
protect the investment that is the Indominus Rex. They all trying to zap her, doing zero damage, and bro right here gets smacked into the tree. Some of the others start to get the memo, try to dip out, but bro gets grabbed, and man, that's GG's from my guy Craig right here. And as if a worse job could not be done to try and stop the Indominus Rex, my man right here shoots her with the net. The fuck are we doing here? Jellyfishing? A temporary muzzle won't stop her from knocking over a whole tree and crushing her. And that muzzle didn't last longer than Jeremy Lin's career, all of 5 seconds, because she rips it off and unleashes a roar. Dudes tried hitting her with that Kanye West, and she's not going for it, smacking these two away and starts devouring this man, painting the leaves red. And some of the guys here want to be superheroes so bad. Look at him. You shooting her with Nerf bullets, my boy. You should have been running. Now you dead. So Owen starts pressing everybody like, yo, y'all just created the first ever super soldier dinosaur. Evacuate the place and whip out some real guns before she kills everyone. And Claire is like, nah, I don't really feel like it. Because she doesn't, and I quote, want to turn this place into a war zone because they never reopen again.
Bitch, please. Ooh, if I was that guy right there now, oh my God, I will pimp slap her. Ooh, I will pimp slap the shit out of her. She got me mad. She got me mad. Like, why you do this stupid shit? Whatever happens to you, deserve. I don't understand how you survive this bullshit, because you should be the first one who dies. Ooh, shit gets me mad. Some dumb shit. That's what it is.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
Oh God, for real.
Yes. Because letting it run around to build up a VTOL warship kill streak is so much better. So people are still just chilling on the rides, not knowing what's going on. And these two badass kids here decide to go off course from the ride. They think shit's sweet out here, just sitting around counting dinosaurs, and Big Bro's like, hey, look, there's 4 of them.
Nah.
But little bro was like,
Nah.
there's 5.
There's
And he looking
5.
at him like,
Nigga, you stupid.
don't make me smack your slow ass. There's clearly 4. 5. As the reflection of the Indominus Rex shows through, and they turn around to see nothing but big teeth and a roar got them spazzing out. But before the older brother Zach could even put his foot on the gas pedal to get the hell out of there, she takes off.
Oh
taking them
no,
to run
like a
between
little
the
goalie.
Ankylosauruses who are running for their lives.
No,
And
that's
this
funny
is how
as
you know
hell.
Zach is actually a good big brother, because his little bro is terrified and goes to hold his hand. Zach could have really been toxic and hit him with the
Nigga, you gay.
For real.
shambles. Is them tears, bro? But one of the Ankylosauruses who were
Excuse
running
me, sorry.
away tripped and ate dirt. So
Oh,
now she
no.
has absolutely no choice but to fight.
Now we gotta choose one, man. We gotta pick the smallest. We gotta pick the little one in the group. We have to make sure that boy wins, but we know that does not happen. That's very sad. Ooh, I'm very cold. I might turn this off real quick.
Letting off a baby-eye roar that just simply pales in comparison. And while they're having a Mexican standoff, Zach tries to use this moment to sneak up out of there, but they get hit with its tail crashing into a tree and end up rolling upside down, now having no choice but to spectate the fight. And listen, I know none of us were rooting for CP0 Rings versus Giannis Antetokounmpo in the finals, but this time we gotta cheer for the midget so they can get out of there.
For real.
But she gets smacked down hard.
Oh, good. That's very good. Oh, pause.
Thing is, the Dominus Rex
Okay,
got
we are
teeth,
back.
height, and
There was
strength,
the ad.
while this motherfucker has to twerk to try and land attacks. Was never a fair fight, as she uses one leg to make her collapse to the ground, and little bro right here had to look away. He knew what was coming. She flips her over and
Oh
with
yeah,
one shot
it was
goes straight
learning,
to
man.
the head.
It was learning. That's so upsetting, man. I'm like, oh my god.
Calling GG's. I want to give a shout out to the Ankylosaurus though. You put up a good fight, but not a great one. Thing is, the 2 boys are the nephews of Claire. They're here to visit,
Dumbass
so
kids.
she's calling them, and bro's ringtone is making the whole block hot to where he looks up and
Oh
that right there would have been enough. No need for teeth, claws, stomping. That stare only is putting me online for the Michael Jackson meet and greet. She then starts turning these boys like she trying to twist off the lid of a jar and pokes a hole in the glass. For what reason? I'm not sure. Because she ultimately just goes to eat the whole bowl, crushing the glass. Strong ass jawline. They must have sprinkled in some of that fucking Crimson Chin DNA. She then starts fiending, banging them repeatedly against the ground to try and get them out. The big bro starts using his think box, unbuckling their seatbelts so they fall out. And then they start doing the only thing they can.
What?
Dash, while she's still eating the glass for literally no reason. They done created the first ever dinosaur with CTE. And boys done turned into Usain Bolt with her hot on their trails until they end up on the edge of the cliff and have no other choice but to jump. They should be good though. Now, if they had casted like Jaden Smith and Caleb McLaughlin for these roles instead, then I'd be like, maybe take your chance versus the dinosaur instead. Just in the nick of time, they avoid being beaten, and then they hold their breath for mad long. Niggas had to turn into Aquaman because she's spawn camping up there waiting for them. But ultimately, she either realizes or decides that they're not even worth it for real, and decides to just dip out of there. So the Indominus Rex continues to go around going crazy. Owen's still tied at Claire, telling her to look at this shit.
bodies.
They're all dead. And he
Let's go back a little bit. That was so far.
Go around going crazy. Owen's still tied at Claire, telling her to look at this shit.
Look at this shit, bro. Bodies, bro.
They're all dead. And he points out that the Indominus Rex ain't even eating the animals.
Exactly,
She's just killing them for sport, for the love of the game.
Doing it for fun. She's doing it for fun. She's like, nah, man, I can eat these motherfuckers, but nah, I don't want to.
These niggas done created an evil dinosaur. But Claire and Owen are looking for her nephews out here, so they keep on, finding a car, but gets interrupted by a loud bang. Knowing these is the dinosaur trenches, a triceratops could be lurking around any corner, Owen goes to get his blicky, but yeah, nah, my boy. That won't work. She even started trolling with them, peeking her head and bumping the car like, come on out. What you hiding for? They think I can't see them. And then just slowly backs out of there. They luckily dodged a bullet. got them wiping sweat right off their face. She hit them with the fake out, but they managed to turn on the jets and get the hell up out of there.
I'm
And her
surprised
left
she's
behind
running with
raving
them
as she sets her
freaking
heights on
heels.
a whole new target. So Claire finally decides that the non-lethal is not gonna cut it. Fucking slingshots and frisbees were never gonna do the job. So she calls in heavy artillery, a goddamn attack chopper, to turn that dino into nuggets. They spot her down below and start unleashing the mag into her. But I don't know who the gunman is, because he's hitting everything except the
Exactly.
dinosaurs.
Is it your job to make sure you hit the dinosaur or hit something? You just spraying down the line. What are you doing? I will be better than you. That's why you die. That's why you died.
Somebody need to snag that gun from Helen Keller. His ass is selling. She then activates her Kaisenat powers, headbutting the glass dome. And this is the pterodactyl exhibit, as she starts roaring at all of them. And I need y'all to understand, she don't do anything for no reason. Everything is calculated on some
For
Batman
real.
timing. Y'all should come over to the Batcave tomorrow. You just want us around so you could figure out our weaknesses. Damn, a nigga can't throw a party no more. She's swinging, biting, and scaring them in order to make them fly up towards the helicopter. And we already know the gunman is Russell Westbrook's stylist. Does nothing but miss, chucking up airballs, getting knocked out the helicopter. They're getting feasted on, one coming right through, staring the passenger right in the chest. The pilot is Claire's boss, and there's nothing she can do as she watches, seeing the helicopter crashing through and exploding as the Indominus Rex runs away again like a badass kid who got something they shouldn't have.
Oh,
But
God,
what this
bro.
also means is all the
It's like my
pterodactyls are
baby
free.
girl doll, bro. When I just see her doing some shit, I'm like, hold up, what do you have in your mouth? And she tried to run away from me. I had to grab her ass and was like, hey, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Just bad.
And causing havoc to everyone in the park. So Zach and Gray's tour guide, who's been taking care of them while visiting because their Aunt Claire is too busy for them, moving like a father pre-NBA draft, gets done so dirty for
Oh,
no
yeah,
reason.
she did got done
She's
so
telling them,
dirty.
hurry up, let's go, and gets snagged up.
Snatched,
And then they
bro.
start passing her around like a Harlem Globetrotter basketball, dropping her
Nasty.
out the sky, just to then catch her
That's
again,
nasty.
only to fly over the water and drop her again in it. And we know that falling from that high into water is the same as hitting concrete. Her legs are already spaghetti noodles. They then go into the water to get her, scooping her back up. The first ever dinosaur block spin, and they must have been trying to glaze her with some nice delicious ocean salt water, because it starts torturing her, dipping her repeatedly under the water
Exact,
over
man.
and over
Ooh.
again. This sure reminds
Nah.
me of how Patrick was trying to save SpongeBob from drowning.
Nah, if this was me, I hope there was. I would never pick this to die from. At all. This is just messed up in multiple levels. I'd just rather die fastly than this crap. Heck no.
And y'all probably thinking there's no way this could get any worse, right?
It does.
Wrong. The Mosasaurus pops out the water, eating the pterodactyl, who's eating the boy's tour guide. And I don't know, bro. I'm just sitting here thinking about her and the director, just like, damn, what did she do to make that nigga that mad? The death just felt so cruel for a character who did no wrong. And continuing on, this Hall of Fame male creator is Vic, who's the head of security at Jurassic Park.
Dumbass nigga.
And he's been obsessed with the idea of using the dinos as weapons this whole movie. So when he peeps the Indominus Rex was out there tweaking, he starts licking his lips like he typically does at least 12 times a day at the idea of using Owen's raptors to stop her. But Owen obviously not going for that. So off pull up, no what's good or nothing, just
Whoa. Let's go back one more time.
Listen.
Let's go back one more time.
Owen's raptors.
Ooh, that
to
was
stop
tough.
her. But Owen obviously not going for that. So off
Nah.
pull up, no what's good or nothing, just
Nah, wow.
But Vic
Ooh,
is like,
nice.
listen, it's happening whether you like it or not, little bro. So you can either cry about it or help us. So Owen starts detailing the plan and gives them one rule: do not shoot my raptors. Going over and consoling his baby girl Blue before battle. This man be favoriting the shit out of her.
Oh, God.
Treating the other raptors like the rest of the RDC members. And so for context, there's Blue, Delta, Charlie, and Echo. As they head off, the raptors leading the way to the Indominus Rex. While Claire is in just as much danger, she stayed back at the station in a van
Oh,
watching the flash.
oh
That trash shit
no.
could kill her. Owen's riding with the Raptors, giving Blue that nod as they continue on. He's got a military backup and his probably Nigerian friend with him, all to help. Meanwhile, this big bag
Oh,
is
see.
back safe
Oh, this is why you deserve. This is why you get what you deserve. This is why you did. This is why the one on the. Oh, this is why you get what you deserve. If you want to be controlling and do this with the dancers, should be at the front lines with them as well.
sound munching, even though this was all his terrible idea.
For real, dude.
The Raptors just stop. So Owen and them start head
Excuse me.
glitching, getting ready, and then we see her. The Indominus Rex comes out. But remember how Claire listed to us all the different things they put in the Indominus Rex? Yeah, well, Owen quickly realizes that she left one out. This thing is part Velociraptor too. And it starts communicating with the Raptors, telling them, hey, y'all help me? I could bless y'all niggas with half the island. And they must have heard all they needed to hear, because it only took a calm 30 seconds of sweet talking for them to turn around and set their sights on the humans now. They really just pulled up and gave her teammates. This like LeBron trading Kyrie to the Golden State Warriors. They waste no time and get to blasting, shooting her ass with a whole rocket launcher. But she somehow just ate that shit like it was nothing. Getting back up and skedaddling out of there to let the Raptors do their work for her. So the humans start going after her, and this shit is straight out of a horror movie. It's way too dark to see. Nobody is safe except maybe Owen's homie. We are only able to keep the massacre.
Oh, nah, nasty work.
GoPros. Big Bag Vic set all these poor soldiers in there, and now we have nothing but Raptors with full stomachs. Dudes getting dragged away, kicking and screaming. The only person who can control them is Owen. So while he's going around, he spots Charlie. And remember what he told everyone to start.
Do not shoot my Raptors.
Shot them. Okay, that was an ad.
Don't listen. Got Raptors DNA
That was an ad,
everywhere.
though.
Now they're gonna make 8 more of these niggas. Blue's trying to eat Unk. She's seeing straight barbecue chicken, but Owen is able to hop on his bike and divert attention away to him. While Claire's still at the base with the boys, watching everyone's kneecaps ripped apart in 4K. The boys in the back of the van in shambles, so she's trying to console them, and bro tells them to go. She said, oh, say less.
Say less.
Gas. Say no more. Be out of here. And bro tried to hit them with the, hey guys, wait on me. But he didn't get the chance as Delta started feasting on him. So Claire is whipping the foreign through this dirt road while Delta is chasing behind until out of nowhere, Echo jumps through the window trying to bite her from the side, eventually falling off the van. But this means now both Echo and Delta are right behind them. So Zach thinks he's big brain using a fuel tank to try and stop them. But that geometry dash ass attack was never gonna work. So it's Claire who peeps in her rear view Echo on the side and lays her ass out with the van while Delta still follows. And it's Gray who steps up peeping the shocking stick, ready to hit Delta with some police brutality. But their dumbasses is out here struggling to turn it on. And because they take it so long, Delta manages to leap on the truck, but just in time.
Ooh, got his ass.
Zapping Delta ran her ass out. So Project Raptor was an utter fail, as the squad finds Vic and he starts explaining to them the art of war. Why he had to use the Raptors as weapon, but Lil Bro is lost. Nigga can't read. And in the middle of his ginormous yap session, Delta pops up and starts pressing Vic. Vic's backed into a corner, begging for his life, like, hey bro, remember me? We used to be tight. Meanwhile, Delta looking at him like,
who are you?
Bro even went as far as to put his hand up to Delta's face. I'm fucking crying. He thinks he's him. But it's GG's. This isn't gonna work for you, big hungry bro, because Delta starts devouring him, and the rest of these niggas dipped out like the Scooby Gang, was not looking to help him at all.
No, that's crazy work.
Delta them caught up, and Echo's here looking for some eats too. I wonder what Charlie's thinking about this.
Come on, man.
Owen goes to calm Blue down. We've been like this since the egg hatch twin, taking off her McDonald's headset for her. You don't gotta work that shitty job anymore, baby girl. But all that